What up, folks? Just wanted to come on here today to talk about a time when I was a full-time martial arts teacher where the best thing that ever happened to me while I was teaching happened there. And it happened on one night when the school I know everyone was closed. I was cleaning up and stuff because I didn't want to do it in the morning. And my wife had came up to the school. She came up to the school that night or whatever. No real reason. She just came up there. And hey, I was like, you're right. Everything was cool. And I was pretty early on into it. I was only into my second year teaching, and we at the school at night. The school was closed. She had a bag. She had a little gift bag or whatever. And she said, "This is for you." I'm like, "What is this?" Like, "Hey, what is this?" And, she gave me the bag. I got the bag, and I looked inside of it. It was 2 ducks in there. It was 2 ducks. One was a pink duck, one was a blue duck. I looked at the ducks, I looked at the ducks, I looked at her, looked at the ducks, looked at her, looked at the ducks, looked at her. So, you trying to tell me what I think you're trying to tell me? And she was like, yeah. That was the night I found out my wife was pregnant with our daughter. I picked her up and I ran her around the building, all over the mat. Still in my gi and everything. I ran her around the building, around that giant mat, because 1, I wasn't expecting it. 2, I was so elated, and 3, that moment there to let me know that my wife was pregnant. And I didn't know whether we were having a boy or girl at the time, but it ended up being my daughter. And that moment was that was literally the best moment I ever had in that karate school, was that my wife was pregnant with our daughter. And the way she did it, though, she has a way of making even simple things just seem like ultra special, And I'll never forget that feeling of when I realized, like, oh. So yeah, that was my all-time favorite moment being a full-time martial arts teacher, was when my wife came up there and surprised me to let me know that, hey, we're expecting. So it was great.